To begin, you want to make sure that you moisturize your face. I'm using Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. Next, you want to prime. I'm using L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. This primer is amazing. Sometimes I'm dry, sometimes I'm oily, and it always works well. The foundation I'm using is MAC Prolongwear Foundation in shade NW20, and the brush I'm using is a Sigma Flat Kabuki. It's their F80 brush. Basically, I put the foundation on the back of my hand, swirl the brush around, and then work it into my face. This foundation is really heavy, and that's why it's so great for photos, because it really is not, it's not a natural foundation. It's makeup-y, and that's kind of what you want in photos because you want your face to have a nice flawless finish. So you're going to really have to work that foundation into your face with that brush. When you're done swiping it on, it helps to use stippling motions to make sure that it's really pressed nicely into your skin. Next, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in shade NW15. I take one pump of this, swipe it onto my face with my middle finger, and then I'm going to use a beauty sponge in order to melt that into my skin. Now, I don't use the regular beauty blender because I think it's too expensive. I use a $5.99 beauty sponge from Ulta, and it works just as well. Not all beauty sponges are made equally, but this one works really well, so I would recommend it. Now you just take that concealer and make sure it's mixed in really well with your skin, and I also go over the eyelid a little bit to make sure that there are no dark spots or red spots. Then what you want to do is use that same beauty sponge to go over all of your foundation to make sure that you don't have any weird cakey spots. Then I go in with MAC Pro Emphasize Shaping Powder and a Sigma F86 brush to set my concealer. This is also a great under eye highlighter. Then I go in with MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in medium and a Sigma Large Powder F20 brush to give my face a photo finish. Now you want to make sure that you avoid the areas where you put that shaping powder under your eyes. Then I'm using Bobbi Brown's Golden Light Bronzer and a Sigma F10 powder blush brush in order to sculpt out my cheekbones. Make sure to tap off the excess bronzer so it's not too heavy. The good thing with photos is that you can be a little heavier and it doesn't really matter. It looks really good in photos, but I like to make sure it still looks a little bit natural. Then I'm going to go in with that large powder brush after this and make sure it's buffed out really well. I'm using a Real Techniques blush brush in order to put on my blush, and I'm using MAC Melba blush. Next, I'm going to be using Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone and an e.l.f. fan brush to highlight my face. I like to highlight my cheekbones, above my eyebrows, the middle of my nose, the top of my lip, and also a little bit around my chin to give a glowing effect. This will give you the perfect canvas for a photo-ready face. All you have to do now are your eyes and your lips.